Hi there everybody. On today's video I have this seat. This is a passenger seat from this Mini. So I took it out of the car there. It was easy enough to remove. Just have to take these bolts out with a Torx. I think this was a T40 or something like that. And you have to disconnect the sensor for the airbag. So sometimes, well, ideally you want to disconnect the battery and then you can disconnect that sensor, but anyway you're probably gonna have a fault created for the airbag, so you need an OBD to clear it when we refit the seat. Now you don't necessarily need to remove the seat for this particular job, but I did because I had to investigate the cable. So the tilting cable was broken on this seat, is broken. The one that's at the top here, that you open and the seat goes forwards, which basically is the one here that is sitting there. You open it and this tilts forwards and you can let your passengers in. Now this, I found out that the cable runs through in here, so I've opened that as well. It runs through there, down there, and it goes just under here. It's a little bit difficult to see, but it just goes in here basically, here. And basically what it does, it makes this part here work, and that part, it's connected to this. So when you move that also moves. And obviously that's has the same operation that operates when you put it up or down. Is it? Yeah, when you pull it up, the seat goes forwards. So I found the cable was broken just here at that point. Okay, so basically I remove this to be able to get the original cable out. That's the original cable. That's where it's broken. This part here, this bit hooks. It hooks on the back of this. Well, it just hooks on this opening here, and then it runs down through this cover. It runs down and it plugs onto this bit here, plugs onto that. Now the thing is, this part, this bit was quoted £170, and I thought that is a little bit extortionist. So at which point I decided to buy, I bought a cable for a bicycle, this one. It came today. It's pretty much the same thing. So I just ran it through. I pushed it through this old the old part, and it's come out. Well, it's a little bit long. May have to cut it, or we'll just wind it together. But I'm going to try and make this work, so it should really work. It shouldn't be an issue. That's the old part, that's the old cable, and that's the new cable. So all we need to do now is get this back up here. This will come out through here as it did before, and this will go in here And this bit here hooks onto that other part. So I just need my 2 hands to do all of this, and we'll have a look what it looks like once it's fitted. Okay, that little barrel looking thing, the one on the new cable is a little bit thicker than the one on the old one, so this is quite skinny, and the new one, the one on the bicycle one, is a little bit thicker, so you just need to shave it off a little bit. So I just grind it off a bit to get it to fit in there. Okay, so this is what it looks like once you fit it. Cable goes through there, and this bit just hooks onto that. It goes in through the bigger hole and it hooks on that. Not really that much of a size there. And then this we need to refit in here. Now the way this came out was you remove 2 Torx screws, and then you need to push this down, basically unhook it. You can see these little hooks. These are the Torx. These are T20s, I think. You remove the 2 Torx and then you push this down and it will pop out, because like I said, it's hooked in there. It's got 3 types of hooks, like this one, and this one here, and that needs to go back in there. You can see the holes where this hooks into, and there's another one just here. Okay, so before I put that back in there, I want to make sure this bottom bit is going to work. So this cable just runs through here, and then it's gonna go under here. This has to go through the hole. So I'm gonna try to put this in. It has to fit in that little plastic bit that we saw, which is just this one here. That's where it has to go in, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, just having a quick look at this. That's where the cable goes through, that little hole there, and this bit of the cable is going to go in there. And so just to get the correct measurements, I'm going to fit this now. I'm going to fit this bit, and then we can concentrate on securing the bottom there. By the way, this cover here separates from this one, because now we're going to fit this. This bit basically has to go behind the seat cover to fit in there. So it just needs to go behind, and then he's going to hook inside. So that's the idea. This bit will go under the cover here, and this will go on top. So I'll do that with my 2 hands now. Okay, so I got the bit sitting now behind the cloth. It's in there, and you have to fit it in and push it up. So you fit into the holes and then hook it up, and then this can go in and will plug in into that bit, and then we can put our screws, and this part will be done. Okay, now I got the thing through this is the pin that's sitting in here. You can pop that out just by, if you push it down, you're able to pull it out. You can see in there, if you push it down that hole, it just pops out basically, and it's I can see it's adjustable, because I need to measure how much wire I need to left here in order for this to function properly. And I'm just going to measure it, as in, if this was plugged in here, that's going to be plugged in there, and then just measure the cable to a distance just below this seat here. So I just need to measure it, because otherwise it's not going to work properly. So let me pull this up here. Okay, so roughly I plug that in there now to get a proper measurement. Roughly that black bit is gonna go around there, and I'm going to cut the cable somewhere here so I can put the stopper, because that little stopper is the one holding the cable against this metal when we pull the lever up there. So I'm gonna go and do that now. I've got the little stopper came with the, it came together with the cable. That's the one there, so that fits inside of the cable and it secures in there. I'm also going to solder that in there, so once it's soldered, then it'll be quite secure. Okay, so I've cut the cable, I soldered the little stopper in there so it doesn't come out, and now we can fit this back into the little hook and see if all this actually works. Okay, so that plastic bit just needs to hook. There, so I'm just gonna put it in there using my 2 hands. Okay, managed to get it in there. So technically this should operate now and should move that lever there. Basically that's what it does. You pull it and it releases the seat. And let's just see if it's actually tilting the seat or it needs to be adjusted. But I would say don't worry if you get the first measurement wrong, because at the end of the day, okay, let's get this seat. If you don't get the first measurement correct, the cable that we used was only £1.50, which means if all goes potty, just cut the cable and get another one. I mean, for £170, which the original, the new one will be, this would be a lot cheaper. So I can feel this is moving, but it needs an extra little bit to release the seat. Just an extra little pull there. So I'm going to adjust it a little bit. And that should be it, really. I mean, I'm gonna have a go at adjusting it and then we'll check it again. So I've adjusted the cable, and now it's very responsive. So if you just pull that tilts straight away. And that's pretty much it, really. I'm glad I was able to fix that for a fraction of what it would really, I mean, less than a fraction, for nothing, what I was going to be charged. And just need to make sure that's sitting properly in there. That's nicely plugged in there, and then we can close this. This has got 2 zips, and this part here hooks. It has to go in here, so that's gonna be a bit of a challenge, maybe not. And then this goes underneath, and then the seat will go back in. Plug the airbag and put the 4 Torx. And well, I really hope this video helps. If anybody needs to sort that out on their Mini and it's the same problem. So hope this video helps, and thank you for watching.